What's the difference between an expert and a thought leader? Most people would say that they're the same thing or couldn't tell you the difference, but the difference is actually massive. Some of the most famous people in the world are not thought leaders, and some of the greatest thought leaders are people that you've never heard of. So what actually separates the two? Over the years, I've developed a model that I call the 3 levels of expertise. Once you understand it, you'll never look at expertise or thought leadership the same way again. And if you want the benefits that come from achieving thought leadership status, then this is the episode for you. Let's dive right in. Let's start with a few questions. Is Elon Musk a thought leader? Is Gary Vaynerchuk a thought leader? What if someone has written 5 books, or spoken on 500 stages, or built 10 successful companies, or become a millionaire? Now, most people would say that those things, or some of them, make someone a thought leader. But I'm betting that by the end of this episode, you're going to disagree along with me, okay? The people that I've mentioned have achieved incredible things, or those accomplishments, those are very impressive, but they aren't enough to establish thought leadership. To understand the difference, we need to look at the 3 levels of expertise. So level 1 is knowledge. This is where you learn, you study. You've received the training or you've earned the degrees, so you really understand the concepts. Now, someone at the highest level of level 1 expertise might be a professor or a teacher. They know the subject matter extremely well. They can explain it, they can teach it, but they haven't done it. So they're experts in knowledge. Their focus is academic, not in application or results. So level 2, that's application. This is where you stop reading about it and you start doing it. You get into the trenches. You discover that real life doesn't always follow the textbook. You try things that should work and they don't. You encounter problems that nobody warned you about. You find exceptions to the rules. You pick yourself up and you pivot, you adjust, you adapt. You fail again and you learn, and eventually you succeed. So that's what separates level 1 from level 2. You're no longer relying on somebody else's experience. You've gained your own, and you've gone from point A to point B. So a level 2 expert has actually succeeded. You've achieved the outcome yourself. This makes you a level 2 expert. Now, level 3 is a whole new experience. Level 3 expertise is transformation in others. This means that your focus goes beyond your own success and you're helping other people achieve theirs. And this is much harder than it sounds, because the path that worked for you won't work exactly the same way for someone else. They have different strengths than you, different weaknesses. Their obstacles are going to be different. Their fears are different. Their opportunities are different. So a level 3 expert doesn't just teach principles, but you actually help them navigate their path. As they begin to implement, you're there to coach them. You can see things that they aren't able to see. You help that person reach the same destination, even though their journey looks different. So eventually, you develop a repeatable system that predictably helps other people achieve that result or get to that same destination. That's level 3 expertise. So hopefully you see a clear difference from knowledge, application, and success, and now helping others with that same transformation. So this is why writing a book doesn't make someone a thought leader. A book is a great sign that you're worthy of being considered a thought leader, because it demonstrates that you have valuable knowledge, experience, ideas worth sharing. But the book itself doesn't make you a thought leader. You need to have level 3 expertise to be that thought leader. A book can demonstrate level 1 expertise. It can even share level 2 experience. So it can teach what you've learned. It can document the journey that you've been on. It can explain the principles that helped you succeed. But a book can't see where an individual is struggling. It can't recognize your unique strengths or weaknesses. It can't adjust the strategy based on the unique obstacles that you're facing. A level 3 expert steps into the role of a coach or a consultant. They don't just educate, they don't just train, but they walk alongside you. They help you navigate your own unique path. They give you feedback, they help you make adjustments. And again, they see things that you can't see on your own. So ultimately, they help you achieve the outcome that you're after. So that's what separates education from transformation. Now, the same is true of speaking. Speaking on 500 stages tells me that people enjoy hearing you speak. It tells me that you've probably become successful enough that people want to hear your story. It tells me that you likely have valuable ideas worth sharing. It may even indicate that you've reached a level 2 expertise because you've accomplished something significant. But it doesn't tell me whether you consistently transforms people's lives or businesses. It doesn't tell me whether you've created a repeatable system that helps other people achieve the same outcome. The same is true of becoming a millionaire or building 10 companies. See, these are incredible accomplishments. If you're teaching people how to build companies, they certainly demonstrate that you've reached a level 2 expertise, you've done it yourself. But if you're positioning yourself as a thought leader, the question isn't simply, have you done it? The question is, can you help other people to do it? Can you take someone by the hand and help them navigate their own unique challenges? Can you adjust for their strengths and their weaknesses and predictably lead them to the same result? Again, that's level 3. The evidence of level 3 expertise isn't found in your accomplishments, it's found in your clients. It's found in their case studies, their testimonials. So ultimately, a thought leader isn't measured by what they've accomplished, it's measured by the results that they've helped other people achieve. Now, if you want to know whether someone else is truly a level 3 expert, I invite you to look past their bio, look past their credentials, look past their follower count. Ask yourself, do they constantly talk about themselves and their experience, or do they showcase the people that they've helped? Do they have case studies? Do they have testimonials and listen to them? Are there transformation stories? Do people say, that was an amazing keynote? Or do they say, my business completely changed because of this program? One is inspiration, the other is transformation. Now let's go back to those examples. I think Elon Musk is a genius. He's one of my personal heroes. He's an incredible innovator. He's a brilliant entrepreneur, someone that I'd absolutely listen to, but I wouldn't call him a thought leader. He's a level 2 expert. He's mastered building these incredible companies and products, but he hasn't built a repeatable system for helping others succeed the way he has. He hasn't positioned himself as a coach or a consultant. He hasn't tried to become a thought leader. He hasn't tried to be a level 3 expert. Now, what about Gary Vaynerchuk? He's another interesting example. He's built an incredible business. He's a celebrity. He's had tremendous success. His content gets people excited, but I'd still place him as a level 2 expert. His advice is motivating. His Q&A sessions are entertaining. People leave inspired. But where are the transformation stories? Where are the case studies of people systematically achieving the same results through a repeatable process? So let me give you an example on the flip side. Tony Robbins, his story is different. Now, whether his style resonates with you or not, it's not really my style, but there's no denying that he's a level 3 expert. He doesn't just motivate people, he leads them through programs. He helps them achieve measurable outcomes. Now, he has decades of testimonials of people whose lives and businesses have been transformed. That's level 3. Now, I could say the same thing for a man named Jason Schroeder. He's in the construction consulting world, and he's not just talking about construction, he's helping construction professionals move their careers and their businesses. The same is true for Jay Townsend. He doesn't simply just understand politics, but he helps political candidates win elections. The same can be said about Nicolene Peck. She isn't simply a parenting expert, but she's created systems that help families achieve lasting change. Another example is Reagan Archibald. He's not just knowledgeable about peptides, he's helping people improve their health through repeatable systems that consistently produce results. So that's the difference. So here's where thought leadership enters the picture. Level 3 expertise is necessary, but it actually isn't enough. You can't just be the greatest coach or the greatest consultant, the greatest expert in the world, but if the people who need your help can't find you, then you're still not a thought leader. So that's where visibility comes in. You need the right image, the right messaging, and the right positioning. You need to become discoverable. So I actually think of thought leadership in this way: knowledge, application, transformation, and then visibility. Thought leadership isn't the next level of expertise, but it's what happens when level 3 expertise becomes visible. If your goal is to simply become known, level 2 might be enough. But if your goal is to change lives, to build trust, to become the go-to authority in your industry, you have to become a level 3 expert. Then you need to position yourself so that the people who need that transformation can actually find you. That's what thought leadership really is. If that's the kind of business you want to build, I'd love to show you exactly how to do it. In my free Thought Leader Dominance webinar, I'll walk you through the framework that I use to help experts become the go-to authority in their industry. You'll learn how to identify the category you should own, build a discoverability strategy around your expertise, and position yourself where your dream clients are already searching. You'll see real examples from experts who've gone from being virtually unknown to becoming the obvious choice in their field. So if you're ready to move beyond simply being an expert and becoming a true thought leader, register for free at theleafstrategy.com. I'll see you there.